Honesty heals you spiritually. That's something that Jesus said. If the light within you be honest, you'll be full of light. And so frequently people seek healing, but they don't seek honesty. Your heart can't be touched with the greatness of God's love from wherever it comes. Your mother, your father, your sisters, your brothers, whoever. Until you're honest enough with yourself and with those who care about you, so that their love, God's love, because He's the source of all love, can reach that hurt that you have. Takes the honesty. That's the mustard seed of faith. That's the honest light within. Just that faith to express it is all you really need. And so, I'd really like to help you understand how that works, because it's not just enough to be honest in a verbal sense. Dishonesty kind of hides things, makes people feel uncomfortable. Now, you might wear these sunglasses when you're driving down the road to prevent glare. But if you pull off to the side to talk to someone, or an officer stops you, you do this. That's honesty. Because your eyes communicate. Why are you hiding your eyes? That's something to think about. People aren't being honest when they hide their eyes, perhaps. It's also true with how we breathe and how we move. Our body language can be lying, can be out of touch, but it's harder. If you get in touch with your body language and with your breath, not many things are closer than your breath, although God's love was set to be closer than your breath, and is. But if you get honest with how you express your feelings and experience your life, then you will be full of light. So the techniques that I employ to help people to help themselves are techniques that put just the right pressure in just the right places. Mostly using comfort. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Empathy gives us that safe place. And the present, the immediate present, is what we deal with, and we need to handle that. And if you're dealing with something deep in terms of your feelings, you need to look at it from your entire time bubble, from your sense of the past, looking back, your sense of the future, looking forward, and also with your sense of that timelessness, which is now. Think about that. Now is when we find heaven. The future is how we walk with the Lord. And the past is how we heal. That's the area where we mourn and we rejoice. And when we do that, we let go of the past our attachments and our false hopes. Many of the problems that you see with other kinds of approaches is that they will neglect one of these areas. You need a little bit of that transcendent now, that time to have that taste of heaven, that substance of things not seen, yet hoped for, that evidence that comes only from the heart. Well, you need that present tense healing. You need a rest from everything, a realization that there's something greater than just this world. You also need the healing that comes with a sense of the future that you can handle. Concentrate on that which you can handle immediately, that you perceive from the viewpoint of today. And not stressing or worrying or carrying it out too far. And also looking backward into time. When things in the past need to be grieved, they're not past yet. If you need to rejoice over something, it's not over yet. It's in that bubble of time, that sense of where we are in the world. That's combination of past, present, and future in which we live. It's very real. And it's not totally forgotten past, or a past that's hardly ever touched on. You don't have to forget it necessarily. But it's no longer tied into this bubble. When you've grieved it, you've rejoiced it, you've let it go. Until then, it's really pointless to tell people, oh, forgive and forget. No. You have to do things honestly. That means being honest with your feelings. That honesty with your feelings connects to that innocent child within you. So it's really all you need, is that pure honesty. The rest tends to come naturally. And it's a way to avoid any sense of slavery. When people don't give you the opportunity to pull all of these elements together in your spiritual healing and direction, there's a way in which you are enslaved. I'll go into that in another time. But that is the slavery that we call sin. This love of the world and its hope. The real hope in this world is fulfilled in the magnanimous love of God. Anyway, let's stop now. Remember, try to be honest with yourself. That is the mustard seed of faith and the honest light within. Don't hide. At least not from yourself. From enemies, perhaps, until you make them friends. That's all for now. God bless you. Email me at spiritualcommunication@gmail.com or at trustandchange@aol.com. You can also check out my blog, if you're not already on it, trustandchange.blogspot.com. Remember, trust and change. your heart.